Hi, my name is Muhammad Rausham Nabi Muhammad Amir. I'm from Group 10 and I will be presenting for Part 1. For Part 1, construct appropriate graph or charts to compare the relative frequency and cumulative frequency in each dataset. The table shows the total number of domestic passenger traffic of all airlines in the Asia-Pacific region, relative frequency as well as the cumulative relative frequency. The class relative frequency is class frequency divided by total number of observations. The cumulative relative frequency was gained by adding the value of previous relative frequency with the next value of relative frequency. The same method are used to find the relative frequency as well as the cumulative relative frequency for the total number of international passenger traffic of all airlines in the Asia-Pacific region. I use the pie chart to represent the relative frequency for the domestic passenger traffic of all airlines. And I use the OGIF to represent the cumulative relative frequency.
Hi, my name is Rukma Anna Henry Sarah, number metric BT1270382. Okay, I will explain. For part 2, which is calculate and compare measure of central location in each dataset. To calculate central location, we need to find mean, median, and mode of each dataset. The mean of domestic is 642,696.5417. The median is 217,716 and there is no mode since there are no repeating values in the dataset. For international, the mean is 740,362.37. The median is 137,048.5 and there are no modes as none of the value repeat. Based on the measure of central location, that the domestic data has more variability skewed to the right. This is because the mean is significantly higher than the median, while the international data is more symmetrical because the mean and median are close together.
So my name is Shomino, number metric is BB2210447. So for this part is part 3, which is calculate the percentile and construct the box plot in each data. To construct the box plot, we need to find 5 things: minimum value quarter 1, median quarter 3, and maximum value. We only need to calculate the quarter 1 and quarter 3, which is 25th percentile and 75th percentile. First thing to do is arrange each data in ascending order, just like the part 2. Next, we got the answer of quartile 1 and quartile 3 for each data set by calculating using the formula percentile as shown in the slide. Next, we construct the box plot for domestic and international passenger traffic of all airlines. And this is the box plot for the domestic airline and international airline. For this box plot, we can see the both median is off the center within the box, be located on the bottom of center. And second, there is 3 outlier in domestic airline and 4 outlier in international airline on the upper of the box, and whisker is shorter in the lower of the box. Therefore, the distribution of domestic and international passenger traffic airline is positive skew for both of the box plot.
Hello, today I will present for part 4, which is calculate and compare measure of dispersion in each dataset. To get measure of dispersion, we have to find the range for domestic and international passenger. The domestic passenger range are 4231869 and 8755805 for international passenger range. For domestic airlines, the sum of all data points are 1.7678 times by 10 power of 13. The standard deviation of these airlines are 876,704.055 and the coefficient of variation are 13.55. Next, the sum of all data points for international airlines are 8.71531 times by 10 power of 14. The standard deviation are 6155729.039. Last but not least, the coefficient of variation for international airlines are 8.31.
Hello, my name is Denny Louis, BB2211043. So I will present about part 5, calculate and interpret the expressions. To find the expressions, there are two steps, which is to find covariance and the correlation. The formula for the covariance is in bracket sample value for the domestic minus domestic mean in bracket multiply in bracket sample value for the international minus international mean in bracket divide by the sample size minus 1 first. We need to find the mean. So we put everything into the formula of covariance. So finally we find the covariance is 9.6.57704 E plus 20 indicates the variance that have positive linear relationship. In other words, on average, when one fund return above it means the others will above the mean, and this result. After we found the correlation, so we need to find the correlation so we can easily to interpret it. So the formula of correlation is equal to the total value of international airline multiplied to the total value of domestic divided by the SXY. So the correlations coefficient we found, this is 0.03 indicates a weak positive linear relationship. In order to decipher in an investor portfolio, an investor advised to invest in asset whose return not strongly correlated. If asset return do not have strong positive correlation, then if one investment does poorly, so the other will be still well.